What's going on, everyone? Austin John Please here, and today I'm going to be going over some of the side quests in the early game that are giving people a little bit of a hard time in Pokemon Legends Arceus. There are some quests that are really starting to bother some people. I keep seeing people post about this. For example, Big Buizel, Little Buizel. You have to submit a Buizel that is, I believe, 2 feet 8 inches or above. And there's another one we want to be focusing on, which is to bloom or not to bloom, which means that you need to complete Cherrim's Pokedex entry. Buizels that I have caught, I've not caught in alpha, so I've caught it as small as 2'2" and as large as 2'8". And then also Cherrim is right here, which evolves from Cherubi. First, we're going to be focusing on the Big Buizel that you need to get. I'm going to recommend something very, very simple. There's 2 different ways you can go about this. One is before you defeat Cleaver, just go around and start catching all the Buizels, because eventually you're going to find one, and you're going to get more familiar with what their actual height looks like. Or you can do what I'm going to recommend for you now. Step 1 is you're going to need to help quell the Frenzy Noble Cleaver. After Cleaver is done, and then Pokemon in the overworld have a very slim chance to spawn in their alpha variant. So what I'm going to recommend is zone out, zone back in, go to morning. In morning time, there's a slightly higher chance that we're going to be finding Buizel because the encounter table is also shared with Drifloon at night. So we're going to make our way to these locations. These are 5 different areas that Buizel can spawn at, and then also down here in Windswept Run. We're going to go over here, and basically what you want to do is you want to just look at all the Buizel, and we want to hope for the 2% chance that one of them is going to be an alpha variant. Because if it's an alpha variant, you could submit that, and you're good to go. I mean, you could definitely just look at the Buizel and be like, okay, well, which one of you guys is taller? I think the one on the right is taller, but I don't think he's 2'8". He's like 2'6". All right, so let's go ahead and let's cross the river. Let's do one of them big old leaps. That's a small boy. That's a Floatzel. He kind of looks like a big boy. Let's just stun him, because he only takes one thing to the face. I really just wasted a jet ball. Oh, I need to go get cheaper balls for this. And now that I've looked at all 5 of those encounter areas, we're just going to be continuing around and coming along. Ooh, this guy on the right, that's a big boy over there. He is very large. So let's stun him real quick before Austin buys better balls. And let's keep on moving to the next one. This one also looks a little large. Not huge, but a little large. And let's continue on down the coast. I know that's going to catch. Great. Small boy. Both of them look kind of small. That's it. Once we get to the end of this little coastline here, I don't think there's any more that can spawn down here. So I'm just going to now go back to camp. These are the 3 Buizel I just caught. Let's go ahead and check their summary. 2'2". I was way off. 2'5". Also 2'5". Yeah, none of them are big. So my method here is we're just going to zone out, zone back in, and try to get an alpha. Because an alpha is guaranteed to be large. Granted, you could just get great balls and just toss them casually. It only takes 1 ball of mud to stun it. You can catch as many as you want, but honestly, go for the alpha. So much less stress, so much less guessing. And the more guessing you take out of a variable, the easier it is, right? Now, there's low-key an upside to this that as you're going through and doing these rezones, you are changing all the Pokemon that have spawned. And you can find random alphas, like this Starly right here. Going for an alpha dex here, and I don't have an alpha Starly, and that's a pretty neat one to have. In addition to the 2% chance that some of these are going to be alphas, you're also going to be having the 1 in 2,000-ish chance that some of these are going to be shiny. The 1 in 2,000 odds is for Pokemon that you've completed their dex entry. Also, doing that little river jump is going to save you quite a bit of time. He does look like a big boy. Run 2, no alpha. Let's head back to camp and rezone. Also, any of these random alphas that you see, if you catch them, that Starly and Buizel got me $1,700. That $1,700 can buy me 12 feather balls. If you see a random alpha, especially one with the easy catch rate, catch it. I swear if I get another shiny Kricketot, a ball of mud to the face and a ball of lead to the back. You definitely don't want the lead to the face. Oh! I just got a pop-up for number of large specimens. 2'6". Apparently, the cutoff for being a large specimen is a little bit different. So once again, let's go and let's rezone. This one on the left does seem quite a bit bigger. Excuse me, sir. May I speak to you about our Lord and Savior, Sinnoh? Okay, well, that's another unsuccessful run. I decided to make a small change when I was at camp. I decided to clear out all the Pokemon in my party except for one. I could just review them as I catch them. Like, I just caught this one. What size is he? 2'7". We're getting there. We're almost there. That's an Alpha Abra. I'm assuming you don't teleport away. Yeah, no, you don't teleport away. I would like an Alpha Abra. Welcome to the team, kiddo. You know what? Both of you can join the team. Full Buizel team. Another Alpha Abra? They were next to each other? Yo, catch those alphas. 4 grand. If you're doing this, remember to always sleep and make it morning. The weather makes literally no difference. Okay. Ah, ha, ha. That was what, 4 laps until we finally found one? I'm gonna catch him without him even seeing me. Never mind. Still might have a chance. Just yeet it. That didn't go well. Oh, I should definitely save just in case something bad happens right here. But I mean, I know one Ultra Ball is gonna definitely catch this. But that's all you need. Basically run around, if it looks big, catch it. Eventually you're gonna find the alpha and you're guaranteed the size. Easy peasy. 4'2". Yeah, that's definitely bigger than 2'8". So if you get the very bare minimum size of 2'8", that's what the Buizel is gonna look like once you give it into the guy at the quest. If you give him a shiny, it's gonna be obvious, and if you give him an alpha, it's also gonna be obvious. And that's what it's gonna look like as far as the size. Can I just put my 2 screens side by side? Yeah, the alpha size is dramatically larger. If you want to do a playthrough of only giving shiny Pokemon to the people of the town, or only alpha Pokemon, you can definitely do that. All right, let's talk about the Cherrim quest. So Cherrim can be in the Heartwood. I don't know the stats, but it's very, very rare. And supposedly there was a glitch that there's one specific tree that the Cherrim can be in and it can't be caught. I don't know what's going on with that. So I have had a Cherrim pop out of a tree. It just wasn't in the first area. I think it was in the second area at the Gapejaw Bog. That's where I had Cherrim pop out of a tree. To get its Pokedex entry complete, you have a couple of options here. If you get 1 Cherubi and you evolve it, then you get 2 points for caught, that's it. And then you can do Petal Dance, Agile style, a combination of times. Once you evolve Cherubi into Cherrim at level 25, at level 47, it learns Petal Dance. So you have to grind Cherrim's level up quite a lot. You could either get 3 Cherubis and level them up to 25 for 3 Cherrims and then do an agile style move 10 times, or you get 1 Cherubi that popped out of a tree and then you level it up to it learns Petal Dance, and then you just do that a certain number of times. That's what I ended up doing. Or you wait until you're in later areas and you might see it pop out of a tree. And Cherubi is not a very rare Pokemon, and that's the reason I didn't put it in my rare Pokemon video. The only problem is it only spawns in a certain area and a certain number of trees, and it only spawns in the Heartwood. And the Heartwood expands this entire area excluding the Grand Tree area. So what you want to do is you pretty much want to go from the Oreburrow Tunnel all the way down and check all of the trees. And for some reason, I've always had success with it popping out of one specific tree. Any of the berry trees that are shaking are going to be the ones that you want to check. So you could just run through here, maybe see yourself a shaking tree. Oh, I also need to catch this Silcoon for the quest for Mr. Beauregard, so needed him. Thank you. I love that I just throw a Pokeball, get on my horse, and run away. That's the first time that happened. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. All right. Hope autosaves are on. Nope, autosaves are definitely not on. This is the rare Pokemon video. After you catch that shiny, turn on autosaves. Wait, all the progress I did this morning is gone? Bro, turn on autosaves. Or just save regularly, which apparently I forgot to do. Here we go, shaking tree. Maybe the game crash brought me this shaking tree luck. Nope. Combi. By the way, some people don't know what request number 10 is because there is no marker for it on the map. After you give the Wurmple to Mr. Beauregard, you need to speak with him again, and then the Wurmple evolves, and then there's going to be a request on the board for request number 10. So the prerequisite is seeing his Pokemon evolve, and then he's going to ask you to catch the opposite cocoon form. But this tree over here is the tree that I've had the most luck with Cherubi coming out of. Every time this tree is shaken, it's been a Cherubi, which is down here on the map, right next to Lopunny over there. So I typically go from the Grand Tree area, I run the south way, I fly back to the Grand Tree area, and then we're gonna run up the north way. Okay, no luck. We're just gonna zone out and zone back in. We got a shaking tree in the background. It's not my lucky tree, but it is a tree. Any luck? Nope. This lap I had 1 shaking berry tree and 0 Cherubi. There's a Dustox outbreak, I might as well, right? I just love all the fun little random things that happen in this game that can completely sidetrack you from what you were doing. Is that an Alpha Ponyta? That sure is. Alpha Wurmple, always catch the alphas. Ready for what I like to call a pro gamer move? Nice. All right, berry tree. Nope. Oh, it's my lucky tree. My lucky tree is shaking. Got a good feeling about this. Yep. Every time. Well, there you go. That's Cherubi. I don't know why, but it's just always this tree when it shakes. It's always a Cherubi. For me. I don't know if it is for everyone else. Alright, so this Cherubi, when you get it, it's going to be level 15. It evolves at level 25. It's your option on how you want to do this mission. Here is my Cherubi that I raised up to level 47. Learned Petal Dance. I killed some Shinxes with it, and then I was done with the quest. That's what I'm going to recommend you do, because the Cherubi thing, it could take a good amount of time. I was lucky enough to get it on my second run. For you, your luck may be much worse than that, but yeah, that's how you can get yourself the Cherubi quest complete, and that's how you can get yourself a bigger Buizel. Oh, and while I'm here, Mr. Beauregard, I got that Silcoon you wanted to see. Size difference even here. They're exactly the same. Yeah, clearly exactly the same. They're different colors? This dude is amazed that Pokemon can be different colors. I wonder if there's another quest involving this Cascoon evolving again. Alright, well there we go. That's how you're going to be able to knock out 2 of the more frustrating quests at the beginning of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Do you find this helpful? If you did, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.